Coco Martin's Ang Provinciano. Unfortunately, I don't watch, that's why I don't really have much to say about it. But, okay, I'm partial to Channel 7. I find it interesting that Ang Provinciano is similarly becoming an ISA of some sorts. Probably can also, if you would like to, that can also be a spin-off of your study. Now our drama, our Pinoy dramas, which are also being marketed, exported, no? Are also representing Filipino-ness, and the government, through its channels, in this case PNP, has now a say on how the policeman should be imaged, how government should be represented. Are we following suit? Is the Philippines also undergoing its own kind of hallyu? I don't know what it's called yet, but that is interesting because now we see the potential of our own drama. As Dr. Kapili mentioned, it's even older than our Korean neighbor, but now we are looking at the possibility of it being an institution, the government's arm in promoting who we are.
Thank you for the question. Actually, that's one reason why I chose Ang Provinciano and King Takbu, because King Takbu was promoted as a vehicle to promote Korean culture. And from the very beginning, management of ABS-CBN already said that one, it's supposed to be a vehicle also to help the PNP regain their pride or their image, to promote a positive image of PNP that they never hid it from the public. And then secondly, they said it promotes Filipino values. I did not discuss it during the presentation because I haven't finished it yet. But there is a positive response on the part of the audiences in the sense that there is an ongoing survey, and initial results say that there are now a lot of young boys who are dreaming of becoming policemen. But ABS-CBN is not doing it only now. It has already been doing that since the movie of Cesar Montano on Mindanao. It has, I think it's already, I haven't interviewed Charo Concha, it's just my impression that she has a strong advocacy for the promotion of the image, of a positive image of the military and the police.
So, are there any more questions that you would like to direct to any of our speakers? So.
Okay, this question is directed to team members. Okay. There's one subsidiary bank in under DBP. I'm not sure what its fate has been. It's probably been spun off or it's still under DBP at this time. That is the Amana Bank. And the Amana Bank, as we know, is quite different with respect to the type of banking that it pursues. It's Islamic banking. And I'm just wondering whether, whether it's been, delinked from DBP or whether it's still within DBP. Has it played a part with respect to, let's say, the market motivation? Because a merger, if it's a big bank already, number 2 na, will it be able to challenge, let's say, some of the Islamic banks in Indonesia and Malaysia?
Amana Bank is not part of the subsidiaries in the merging. The merging under DBP includes the DBP Leasing Corporation, etc., etc. 3 other subsidiaries, but not the Amana Bank. So Amana Bank is into Islamic banking, but it's not as aggressive as the Malaysian Islamic banks. And maybe there should be also a rethinking on how the Amana Bank could play a bigger role in the promotion of Islamic banking. The observation on the Amana Bank is that it's not doing, it's not Islamic bank at all. It's a bank, but it's not Islamic bank. There are differences between a regular commercial bank or a universal bank and an Islamic bank. And the policy framework may not be as encouraging in promoting Islamic bank, because Islamic banking in the Philippines, basically because we think of banking as de cajon and like a profitable government or private organization. So the principles of Islamic banking has not yet seeped through the policy framework of the government, and I don't know how Amana Bank will play its appropriate role as Islamic bank. So the short answer to that is that it's not included in the merger, and there is hope that in the near future, if we have an enabling policy environment, maybe Amana Bank could play a big role in promoting Islamic banking in the Philippines and in the region. But as they say, from the Commission on Muslim Filipinos, the Amana Bank has not been practicing Islamic banking, and as against the Malaysian Islamic banks, we're not even near it. It's really not Islamic bank, period. That's that.
Thank you. I think we can entertain one more question.
Good morning. But I would like to address my question to Dr. Alampay. Actually, I'm teaching in Filipino department, and so I would like to ask, what is the role of the Filipino language in the e-governance? Because in case of Korea, all are in Korean. So if you're a foreigner in Korea, you have to access or you have to research on Korean government institute. You have to learn Korean, and actually there is an English version of the Korean side, but the English version is not really that as comprehensive as the Korean website. So in the case of the Philippines, and I also observed this, that of course English is the official language, but Filipino is also one of the official language and the national language. So how do you think what do you think is the role of Filipino language in democratizing the open data in the Philippine government? Thank you.
That's a good question. Pero in terms of integrating information, because that's what the original premise I had was, especially with financial information, etc. Then it's important to standardize certain language. If you're talking about numbers, you standardize the way things are reported, whether it's date, whether it's the day of the week, month, and year. Yung question mo about specifics of language, I think generically we switch to English. For local government units, there are local government units who provide options for English in the local dialect. It's not necessarily Filipino. I think the idea then is you also have to think about who your audience is, okay, who is accessing it. So some of our websites are also geared towards an external client, and hence you can't avoid having that English component. If your idea is participation at the local level, then sometimes it makes sense to have that local dialect component. And a good example would be Naga, for instance. Unfortunately, that's true. Language is a barrier. That's also the other question actually, as far as e-governance is concerned, is also access for people with disabilities. In some countries, they even allow modes where you could have an audio component for those who cannot see. There's also other modes for accessing websites, but of course that's an expensive proposition. Even just addressing the basic components of integrating data. Of course, numbers are strand naman. Language is not so important with the numbers that we're talking about, but that's true. It's an important component to consider.
All right. Thank you very much. So, there are more questions? Comment.
Good morning. I'm J.R. Ino from the Linguistics Department. So I just want to add some comments on the answer of Dr. Alampay to also the concern of Sir Larano. With regards to some of the government initiatives in terms of the transparency and to reach more audience in the open access to data, actually I would like to commend the DBM for the initiative for them to translate the national budget to different languages. Actually, I am part of the team that who did the translation to the 5 major languages of the Philippines, like Cebuano, Waray, and Ilocano, of course Tagalog, and what's the other one? I think Bicol. And also there are some flyers, or actually there are other government documents that they are planning to translate to different languages, more languages in the Philippines. But unfortunately, since we are in the transition government now, we are hoping that the current administration would also consider the previous projects like this. So I think it's a very good initiative from DBM, and hopefully other government institutions would also adopt such initiatives.